welcome to the W.T.F. Where's the Focus podcast? I'm going to bring you a weekly short message on where you put your focus as it relates to sales and building successful business relationships. Knowing where your focus goes, your energy flows. I'm Dan Manginelli, the author of the books Wake Up, Jumpstart the Life You've Always Had in Mind, and Shake It Up, Big Dreams and Bold Choices on the Road to Success. I'm a national speaker on staying motivated and inspired with the right mindset and coach top salespeople around the nation. So let's get going with WTF. Listen, when the fairy dust comes in, bippity-boppity-boo. Welcome to the WTF, Where's the Focus podcast, as we do it here in our wonderful WTF studio. So we got Victor running the board, missing Big E. You know, we're learning a lot here at our little 2-bit studio. What do you say there, kid? Am I agreeing with me? A little head shake there. I appreciate it. So, 1% better is our goal every week, which we've done. We went from 11 to 13 followers here on our YouTube page. We've learned that how do you have the audio on. Matter of fact, are we recording this time? We are on recording. Okay, because it was like 3 takes last time. We didn't have a SIM card in. Apparently, we learn as we go here, which is kind of the part of life. I think that you kind of learn as you go. So welcome in. Can you do this? We're going to start this. Can you guys spread the word for me, please? I want to kind of push this up and a little bit more. If you can help me with the podcast. I'm doing this in the beginning because I realized you could look at the analytics there, Victor, and it says people watch it for 20 seconds. So if I start at the beginning where you start your podcast and say, please help me, help me with the podcast. I learned I have to, if it's over 15 minutes, we have to verify the account too. So please, if you're watching this on YouTube, please push like and subscribe. Help me out. It costs you nothing. It's free. It's absolutely free. Just hit a subscribe button and follow me on that. If you want listening on the podcast, hit the like button up there, and it helps me out. Just one little click. Again, not going to sell you anything, not going to cost you anything. Just helps me out get this rolling a little bit. So let's get rolling here. Blessed that I get to travel, and I realized something that I don't know if there is a travel etiquette anymore. Kind of like the line at the supermarket. When you're at the supermarket and everybody's jockeying for position because they have less stuff than you, it seems the same way when you travel. I don't know what happens. We all kind of act like everything's a problem with the stress and anxiety. And I'm bringing this up because I just was traveling last week to the fine city of Reno, Nevada, the biggest little city in the world, as it's called. And I was doing a speech out there. I also got to participate in a great golf member guest. And as I was traveling and going down the plane, I realized that there's just a lot of grumpy people, man. I don't know. You think that they would be grumpy coming back from gambling, right? Because they lost their money, but they're just as grumpy as going. And I got to fly that fine airline that has open seating. Victor, you can say your head. You know that one that has open seating. It's got that orange. I have no sponsors yet, so I don't want to sell anybody out. That has the open seating. So not only were multiple people ticked off because the on-time situation doesn't seem that, or they have to fly. If anybody should have been mad, I got half a seat due to the person I was sitting next to me in the middle seat spilled over to my seat. So I kind of get why people get angry on those planes when they pack it in and you get 3/4 or a half a seat sometimes. But I did get there, did my speaking engagement, and got ready for the golf tournament after that. And I realized that I do enjoy golf so much. And it gives me life lessons. There's no doubt. Kind of helps me understand, how frustrating things are, or how frustrated someone can get by not being good at something. As we get in life, we're not good at it or great at it, we get really frustrated. Also teaches me it's very difficult to be consistent all the time. It makes me be patient, and the importance I get to spend time with friends too. So golf kind of relates to me a little bit, and I enjoy it so much. There's a lot of great golf quotes and cliches. And there's a lot of profanities as well. If anybody's ever golfed, you've probably used a few of those wonderful profanities. But it's a game that you really can't master, and it's different every time. So, again, why I'm bringing this up, this week's quote was told to me on the first tee, actually the first fairway, or wasn't the first fairway. Was on the first tee, or first hole actually, as I missed the fairway and I yanked my shot left into the weeds, buried down. And this is at a golf tournament, which is never good because you're kind of nervous anyways and you don't want to do good. You're playing with a partner, so it's a member guest. it's a fun event, but you never want to start your day or your golf tournament that way. And as the guy on the other team, as he saw me yank the ball into a bunch of weeds, he came by to me and said, "Oof, play that as it lies." And as I yelled, then I can't say the F-bomb. I don't know. Are we R-rated? Am I allowed to curse on this? I don't know. Not yet. You're shaking your head no. So I just yelled, I could barely see my ball. It was in the long grass and it was in a hole. You could barely see the white part of it. So, a good friend that I'm playing with, I looked at him and I looked and said, what am I going to do with that? Like, what do I do? And he cracked a smile and realized it wasn't a good shot and it was in the weeds in a hole. And he said, good luck with that. And my response was, oh, thanks there, Anthony Robbins. That really was a heck of a motivation that gave me to make the next shot. So got over it, lined up, thought I was going to do fine. I'll figure, I'll get as much as the ball I can. And I chunked it 5 more feet into shorter grass. Pissed off as I walked to hit another shot. As I mumbled, play it where it lies. Yeah, crap course, crap grass, crap lie. This sucks with a few more F-bombs. Man, I'm saying all this, and man, do I love golf. God, do I love it. So back in the cart that I hop in, it hit me as I'm saying now, life is a series of play it where it lies. It's the same thing. Something bad happens, followed by something not so great. My duff might kick my hole, but you keep going, and you get yourself back in play, which I had to do. And if I had to hit another shot into the fairway, if that was a perfect shot, I'd be happy, man, and I couldn't wait to get to it. And I couldn't wait to tell people about it. And that's kind of part of our day as well. That, you play it where it lies. Sometimes it's a good lie. Sometimes it's a bad lie. Some days you're in the fairway with a smile. Things are looking up. Yet the next shot, you're in a divot, a hole, behind a tree. Kind of sounds like a normal day of life, right? That's where we end up. So it's a great life lessons. Things could be going great, and in an instant, you hook it out of bounds. You lose a big deal at work. You make a wrong turn when you're driving. You have a flat tire, and you walk up to your ball and the same thing, or walk up to the day and you start yelling the word that apparently you said I can't say, but it's a podcast. I think I can throw some F-bombs, but we'll keep it G-rated. Here's the real lesson about this. No matter the shot or the lie, you get another shot. You get another shot to make it up. You get to go wherever your ball is and you get to try again. You get to go back to your desk. You get to go wherever it is and you get to try again. There are tough things that happen in a day and in our life, in our business. And you could yell the same F-bombs that I do or did. But if we're lucky, we get another shot to make it up. We get another day. So just like golf, just like life. And some give up and say it's too hard and they don't want to get better. Some cheat and move their ball. But, we know what the rules are. And in your heart, you know what the right thing is to do. Just like life, just like golf, same thing. We all go through days and struggles, and we just have to play it where it lies. Even if you have to punch it out. You have to focus on what the next shot's going to be. Because you get one. That's the awesome part. The past is the past. You can't saw sawdust. One bad shot doesn't define you as a player. One bad day doesn't define you as a person. It's the next shot or the next day that does. So with that, play it where it lies. Remember to like this podcast. The top right, subscribe on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm talking to you, please. We're at 13. I need to get to 14 by next week. And then I think I'll be sponsored by, tap water. Tap water. Try your tap water right out of the tap. It's good for you. It's good for great. There's no calcium. Just drink up. So remember to like my podcast. Check out my website, manginelligroup.com. You can get a copy of my latest book, Shake It Up, Big Dreams and Bold Choices on the Road to Success. Thank you who made it through this whole thing. I even cut it down this time so you can make it to this whole thing, especially to my wife, Angela, my biggest fan, who puts up with me even when I shank the day into the trees, and she still gives me another shot. So play it where it lies and focus on your next shot. I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Make dreams come true.
far from over, bring the